Bonjour water signs and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your oracle messages. I hope you're doing well and that you've had a good month so far. Now for these kind of readings I do not use the tarot, I just use different oracle decks to channel different messages for all of you. So as always, please remember those are general readings and they will not resonate with everybody, so take what applies and just drop the rest. I hope that you've been having a good month so far. I can definitely feel Christmas is coming. This is making me very happy. Okay, so what do my water signs need to hear for their highest good, please? Okay, so your first message is the last quarter moon in Pisces, so water energy, just like you. Talk less, feel more. So for some of you, I'm getting the message that you may have been shutting off your feelings, your emotions, and you've been masking it by just talking. And what I mean by that is, just, when we do small talk and we're not really saying exactly what's on our mind, how we feel, we just talk for, so that people don't think that we are angry or that, we're having a problem. So we just talk, but it's like a defense mechanism, if you will, a way of not saying what's going on in our heart, in our soul. So I'm getting this energy from this card, which this is not the message I normally get with it, but I have to say it because that's how it feels. There is a need to reconnect. Sorry if you can hear that. That was my little Odin sighing, because life is really hard for him, you see. But yeah, so if this is a message for someone out there, you'll know what I'm talking about if it resonates with you. You talk and you give that impression that everything is fine, and by doing so you start believing it, and then you don't really deal with how you feel inside. That I have to say it because it's for someone, it'll make sense for you. And then we have Be Real, full moon in Aquarius. So you see, I see the connection between the two cards. You need to acknowledge how you're feeling. And then there's a need to do something about it. Because for some of you, the talk less and feel more, it could be as well talking about making changes in your life, but not actually really taking action. So that's an advice as well, a message that's coming from your spirit team saying, hey, get in touch with your heart space, connect with your heart space, and feel. How do you feel right now? Do you need to change something? And be authentic about it. Be genuine when it comes to it. It may well be that what you find inside of you surprises you or goes against what people think of you or would want you to do, but at the end of the day, this is about your own personal happiness. What matters is you. So there is a huge message here of going within and finding out genuinely what it is that you want, what will give you emotional fulfillment, what will help you grow, and scratching the surface is what they're saying, going past the superficial in order to find your true authenticity. And then we have the new moon in Pisces. So we've got twice a Pisces card, by the way. Water energy, very suited for you guys, attuned to the divine. So this is about the connection. As I was saying, for some of you, I felt that there was a disconnection in the sense that when we talk a lot, this is sometimes a mechanism to shield ourselves, because then we don't have to face up to how we're feeling inside. That's very deep, because you could be in pain, but not wanting to acknowledge it, which, please, there's no judgment here. I know how hard this is. But there is obviously something here about, there's a pretense, you know, like they're saying to me, you're happy and very chatty and social with people, but you're not feeling it, it's empty. And so there is a distinct message of needing to be authentic, going within, and connecting with source, the angels, your ancestors, God, any deities you work with, you know, take what resonates here. Because from that connection, this is going to ground you, and this is going to really open up your heart chakra, because this is going to make you understand what it is that you're bottling up, and what will fulfill you completely and utterly is what I'm hearing. There is a real need to drop the pretense, is what they're saying, drop your guard, and maybe also take the time out for yourself rather than always being in social events and, you know, like networking parties, always going out, because this is like putting a band-aid or a plaster on a wound. It's not gonna make you feel long-term happy. You know, this is just a, oh, I'm feeling a bit better, oh, I'm fine, I suppose, let's move on. There's something much deeper within you that needs to be addressed. A real necessity to connect with integrity to who you really are. Your divine essence is what I'm trying to say. Wow, this is very deep. Let's see what the unicorns have to say. So can we have other messages, please, for my water signs? And you know, water signs, you are very empathic. You have a very keen sense of intuition, and you know what I'm talking about. If this message is for you, it will resonate for you. You'll feel it. You'll have that sniggering feeling inside of you that there's something that's not quite right. It's kind of off, and it needs to be addressed. Oh, whoa, okay, right. I'll take the jumper. Let me cut my deck first. All right. Let me put you here. So we have beloved, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship, and believe you are lovable. So there may be some kind of a wound that's not been healed, something that you thought was healed but wasn't. As I said, you know, the plaster or the band-aid on the wound, something that you may have compartmentalized as well, because sometimes we have to, when the pain is too much, we have to put it in a box to contain it, otherwise it's all consuming. I totally get that, but you need to look at this, and you need to believe that you are lovable. If there is any doubt in your head about this because of previous circumstances, because of previous hurt in a relationship, your spirit team is definitely saying, you know, you are a wonderful person who has a lot to give, a lot to bring to the table, and when you vibrate at the right vibration, when you deal with this wound that's not been addressed, then you will attract the right person. And they're saying, you know, for some of you, you may have your soulmate coming your way. For some of you, you may have felt disconnected because of something that happened in your relationship with your romantic partner, that is. This is going to get better. Romance is going to come back, but it will come back if you address the situation. But bottling things up and even trying to say to yourself everything is okay when you know deep down it's not going to help. So you need to really get that connection, you know, between your heart and your head, and source, your angels, the divine spirit, whoever you work with, because this is going to be really transforming for you, and there is so much happiness that can come your way if you do this. We then have partnership. You see, you're getting loads of partnership cards here. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. So again, this is this idea of connectivity. You know, when I was saying, well, you've got prepare for your soulmate to come in. know that you are lovable, so know that you bring something to the table. There is this message about a partnership that's going to have a significant effect on your life path here, whether it's at work, whether it's romantic, whether it's a deep friendship, whatever the case may be. But the advice is to really embrace this, and the way you do that is you connect with your higher self, you connect with source, you are authentic, be real. If you are authentic, if you show who you truly are and you embrace who you truly are, you will attract the right tribe, is the word I was looking for. And they will vibrate on the same level as you, and you may feel that you are not as good as them. I can't find the right words for it. Not worthy, but that is completely wrong. Okay, you are lovable. You have this card telling you, and you need to believe this. You need to believe that they are equal to you, and together you're going to be developing a beautiful, strong relationship. And then we've got innocence. Take the time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. So there may be a wound due to something that happened when you were a child. When we have a wounded inner child, this can have some serious repercussions on our lives, unsolved problems, and there are many different types of wound you can have as a child. Because, our parents always do the best that they can at the time to raise us, but no one is perfect, and so you may have had some kind of wound or trauma that occurred, and obviously the severity and the strength of it will depend on your personal circumstances. But there is this idea of you need to comfort your inner child, so you may have to do some shadow work and look at that. What is it that's holding you back? Why do you feel like you've got to project a certain image of yourself and you can't show the real you? Why do you have maybe a subconscious belief that you are not as good as others, that you're not worthy of love? Because there is definitely a significant relationship or partnership coming your way that could make your life so much better. And the way you deal with the inner child is, firstly, you accept, you listen to what it is that's hurt them, and you reassure them. Now, Louise Hay does a lot of mirror work where you talk to your inner child, and you tell them that they're safe with you, that you love them, that you understand them. So I strongly urge you to research Louise Hay. It's You Can Heal Your Life, the book I read, but there's several books that she did, and it's helped me greatly. The inner child work with her is very, very good. And when your inner child feels safe within you, you then love yourself completely and fully, and you understand all the aspects of who you are and why you are like that, which makes it so much easier to deal with, feelings and emotions that can come up because you're triggered for whatever reason. In life we have many triggers. So let me grab a couple of messages from this oracle deck for you. Okay, so we have Between Worlds. Yes, I was getting that vibe that you're kind of stuck in the middle. So there is this pretense, or the face that you show the world, and then there's the real you, your divine essence, your higher self, and this is you trying to go towards it. And this is card number 3, and 3 is growth, expansion, evolution, and this is about a transformation. You coming into your power by being who you truly are, being just the real you, and then building blocks. Yes, you are growing and taking step by step, basically. And it's very important that you do not compartmentalize, or that you do not try to jump steps, because this is work that requires time. When we do inner child work, for instance, when we do shadow work, when we look at our wounds, our scars, it takes time. You can't heal overnight. And this is a process. Like I said, you're in between worlds. You're growing, you're evolving. I'm sure for all of you, if this message resonates for you, you are well aware that there's something that's quite off. And this is the end of that, because this is card 28, which is 10, completion, the end of the cycle. You're building the blocks to come out of this. And this is going to be well worth it. I'm telling you, it really will be. You may not see it right now, but it will be. Have faith in that. So I'm now going to grab an animal spirit guide. And you may see it if it's native to where you are, but it may also just be something that's mentioned on a billboard, on the radio, on a TV, in a book. So obviously pay attention to synchronicities. So let's see who has a special message for you. Alright, so your animal is the condor. You are too enmeshed in this situation, so step back, see the bigger picture before making any decision or taking action. So if you see or hear of condors, you'll know this is a synchronicity for you. As I said to you, talk less, feel more. Just take a step back. How do you feel? Look within. It will help you see the bigger picture, and the growth, the transformation that you're going to experience is going to be amazing. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for your time. I always appreciate it. I wish you a beautiful, transformative end of the month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.